an in-game adjustment.
Draymond Green, so they're going to switch a lot. Around him to float it.
Going ISO for Jim to the free throw line. Again, the shooting.
The first 20 games he'd like to forget. Zubats is rolling with the beard.
Ball. The double team as the Warriors turn the ball. Switch.
Chris Dunn.
They have been stellar all season about it.
Kawhi, little mid-range.
I was talking to him about that as Kawhi led. They'll give him different looks.
Curry.
Ellis used to use that wax machine. And you want to win this game and have a week.
Draymond didn't even look to corner three. Harden.
The advantage you may have in this game is the bench points. You get off your bench this game.
Curry an open assignment. Forces him into the three.
They're good highly team, so well coached.
Come on, right down the lane, putting it up. Beard! Moses with a high. Not look good.
Man, Powell when the claw is guarding. He's got that Powell over the glass. Got his hands full.
Looney, he guarded Steph. In, out, lean in. Got the jumper there. Great double-doubles for Zubats. He wants no part of Butler.
Last thing you want to see is Draymond
wide over 25 points a game and
break. And since 5,
Looney, little mid-percent.
Especially with
right back to him, and he got Zubats.
The dip in points last season, he's back up to this season. So he's just kind of back to where you do it to them with James Harden.
The Beard has had an incredible career. Elite defender. Bouncing. Buddy hanging and bumping with Looney. Something's come from against this elite defensive. Eric Jones, too. And
he's missing shots. He's just missing shots. But he's
signed with LA. Running that lead. Buddy Hield three.
Seemed like he likes to finish on his thing, and they're always moving. They attached to do that.
On Green defensively and willing to play. Jemski step back. And Butler going instead. First quarter.
He's saying Bogdanovich.
Like with the Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich again.
Got the score.
All right,
his presence, obviously he's having fun with the guys, the way he plays.
And Jimmy pump fake hyped. I always knew
Buddy for a long time. Like
5 seconds to work with. Pajemski's ahead of him. Draymond corner three.
Funneling Kawhi to the help, and then he's got
Buddy, who's going to hit those shots? Butler just sheds Derek Jones. Draymond's got 5 more. Foul backs up. Quentin posts up the screen. Get into the mother of all tiebreakers.
Team turnovers in the third game.
Because when you have a team that's 17 and how long you can keep it doubled. Kawhi rocks in. Post from deep. Steph.
I was about to say, here he comes.
Rest. Another steal. Another Bogdanovich. Curry, Buddy Hield, GP2 with incredible defense. Buddy Hield, Harden and Kawhi.
You don't want to let Kawhi Leonard.
Buddy Hield off the butt. Zubats with that high post. Lane, dropping it back. And then a lot of contact as Harden heads into the three. That's a warm-up about screen. Buddy Hield hides behind it. There's a lot at stake.
You've seen that early here.
Looney. The roller. Kawhi down there. Done to steal it.
Speaking of
down, another three.
The thing is, it's still pretty stretchy.
Steph catch and shoot.
And James Harden was just
Norman Powell.
And the Warriors.
And then Harrison Barnes was having a.
He basically flowed through all of it with grace as the Warriors.
Harden will launch the three.
You expect a defensive battle at the
lane, little floater. And ball. Butler coming back to
first reaction, so he paused.
And then Butler running, no one there. The line and Harden setting up his 24th straight. Again, that little push shot. The crowd is booing him because it was so ridiculous. It's fine if it's uncalled.
To his off-ball movement, get him off of you.
And that's playoff officiating usually. Line for three. First champion of the Raptors. Jemski had a foul to get.
The Clippers offense.
Dunn guarded him most of the steps coming around. In a play-in, we're going to have the first. There will be a pre and post for every game.
Bring the help guy maybe to the home a little easier.
Powell three. Versus Moody. Draymond three. James Harden. Norman Powell. Warm-up three.
Almost want to anticipate the kick-out happen.
Butler down the lane. Little push shot. Got wide. And that's a shove-off. The drop stuff behind the back. Butler on Powell from the baseline. Somehow turn him away. On to Curry.
There you go. Powell had to hold on.
Jimmy Butler will cruise on in. 20. Butler with 17. Back out to Kawhi again. Another. He has been fantastic. Draymond corner three. This game. The clock rising again. Oh, Butler faked that. So Jimmy will be mad at himself post-game. Harden down the lane and right to Clippers win. You flip that around. Butler spinning and flipping it in. That strong shoulder. And Zubac, he nearly threw it away. Curry got it again. Step back three. He comes. And Curry. Four today. And he will Leonard.
Yeah, Draymond.
CP2, Steph, and Moody. Now the roller that Kawhi talked about.
Kawhi Leonard thought about getting over there, then he
This time. And Kawhi.
of March, over 7 boards a game. Are sponsored by Kia. The shooting was the biggest improvement
In the game. CP2 putting just 4 ties in the game. Harden down the lane, missing that off iron.
Want to stay close while they're hot.
Comes around, Looney with the screen. Then he pulled his arms way back. Oh,
The fourth.
Butler wing jumper. 2-point lead at halftime. Podziemski
Hemmed up. Somehow he
the urgency to lead out. There's a trend there that you want to pay attention
out, trying to sustain it.
Bogdanovich a sidestep three on the warm up, heads to the baseline.
That last domino down.
How good is Draymond at dominoes? How good
Player of the year.
good at a lot of other things. Harden will launch the three. Again, third opportunity now for the Clippers. Powell running hook and one. Landing to end the quarter.
With your hands and force some more on him.
Butler fading, firing. Bogdanovich flipping it.
2 second chance points. Plus 10 is basically at the 5.
Podziemski for the baseline. Open on a weekend. Podziemski's got wild from deep lane. The three. Jimmy's got to lean in where it's hard to send a double team. Careful. Harden flipping it up. 4-point margin with 9:03 left.
Lotto still.
Draymond out of the DP2. So what? Bogdanovich jumper.
Now that's the biggest deficit.
And you just said it, Kay. 14 to
Jimmy Butler has played 35 minutes as well.
step back three. And
Tagged. Him and Jamal Crawford draw as many fouls as possible. He had 5 turnovers in that game as well.
all the Warrior perks like Warrior Shop Disc. Any play in the NBA is foul. Snap with a step back three.
And Steph Curry's
Fading, firing, and right down the lane. It's not Zubac. Series. 16.
Bill, so every free throw here is a point.
Kawhi Leonard. Curry to the rim to lay it in. To the Clippers, 2-point lead to the ball. Down the lane to flip it up and in. Over Curry. And he finds Steph down the lane. Teardrop. Steph now with 22. Dunn gonna shoot it. He is the bell. Podziemski triple. The shot clock at 8. Zubac to beat the buzzer. Stop, go. Zubac flips it. Got him again. Two-man jump and Steph.
Steals, ball pressure. Middle of Steph makes the first. Jump that pass. Caught him on the plane. Oh, that's what I say.
A 2-point Warrior advantage at the 3 from the baseline, laying it up and in.
Close out. He's attacking that.
Steph with Harden up and into it.
He's moving so fast.
3 free.
Walk through it. You have someone on. You can't simulate what he does. His center answered the bell.
Oh, caught it. Powell lobbing. Step inside the line and launch the deep.
They found him. They finally found him.
GP2 up top. Curry 3. Drive. Flipping it up and in. For Curry relocate. Kawhi's right with launch something. And Kawhi on Butler. Dunn is the open shooter. Is up for the win. But today, the defense, Harden corner 3. And then Kawhi Harden for 3. And he switches on to Steph. Corner 3. Leading the ball. Harden down the lane, and he will go.
Since the beginning of overtime.
Years of age. And 8 game. Pocket 9. Curry throws around for 3.
Go high and vice versa.
Now GP2 down the lane.
Well, you got
backdoor Butler to lay it in. So Dunn handling with on the lane. He went up and got no second difference. And there's the foul. There's not a lot of great choices to foul. They put back wide. And they foul. Missed everything. Harden with the 6 from Curry and 30 for an opportunity. Now you're going to be three-quarter court, and that will do it in Memphis in a play-in. 12 lead changes already in this game. Get back. Shot clock at 7. The clock rises.
Got him again.
Oh, Butler faked that.
His defender is leaving him.
So Jimmy will be mad at himself post-game night, man. Harden down the lane, and Raptors hoping to be 6. Clippers 7. Clippers win. You flip that around. Jimmy Butler spinning and flipping it in. 0.7 assists, driving again with that strong shoulder. And Zubac first half. Now the double team on Zubac. He nearly threw it away. Curry got it. Harden again. Step back 3. The ball. And the game matters, and here he comes. And Curry. Livian. Wiseman so efficient today. And he will. That's fortunate. No free throws for Leonard.
Yeah, Draymond just.
So Buddy Hield with Looney, GP2, Steph, and Moody. Guns firing now for the Clippers. Hides behind him again. Now the roller, they put on the top to back.
Get any rotation, basically. Kawhi Leonard thought about getting over there. Then he
Post up Kawhi. Moody this time. And Kawhi.
Since the beginning of March, over 7 boards a game.
So much so that his free throws are sponsored by Kia.
Points his second year in college, and then the shooting was the biggest improvement.
A lot of free throws either way. Very well officiated game. GP2.
Zubac.
14 lead changes, 4 ties in the game.
5 contest. Steph hates it.
Harden down the lane, flip to stay down. Steph missing that off iron. So put it on offensively.
You just want to stay close while they're hot.
Buddy comes around, Looney with the screen.
Perfect.
You know what the tell was for Harden? That he pulled his arms way back. Oh,
Here, end of 3rd, start of the 4th.
Butler wing jumper. Clippers had a 2-point lead at halftime. Podziemski.
How? I thought he had him hemmed up. Somehow he agree with that one, but the Warriors will take it.
The urgency to lead up, dictate everything, but there's a trend there that you want to pay it to.
Fourth, you feel much better about yourself starting out, trying to sustain it. Right now, 1-3-1.
Said play in for the pass. Bogdanovich a sidestep 3 on the alert. Jimmy sizes him up, heads to the baseline, and put that in.
Slap that last domino down.
Anthony Vereen and others like, okay, how good is Draymond and Domino's? How good?
Yep, I got a piece. Defensive Player of the Year.
Players that are really good and really good at a lot of other things. Simmons setting that high screen. Harden will launch the 3. And it's Jones, quickest man of the ball again. 3rd opportunity now for the Clippers. It back out to Powell at 2. Powell running hook. And in possession of the 3rd. Warriors will play for 1. Kick it out. Nice catch, Podziemski. Landing to end the quarter.
5 turnovers. See if you can get active with your hands and force some more on him.
Butler fading, firing, and turnover, but he took it right back. Harden and Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich flipping it to the Clipper 1-point lead.
12-2 second chance points, plus 10 is lineup. They're switching everything. Ben Simmons basically at the 5.
Down shot clock at 5. He's terminated the dribble. Podziemski from the baseline. Unbelievable. The bank is open on a weekend. Podziemski's got eyes. Wild from deep. And Simmons is lurking in the lane. Hold this trip down. Shot clock down to 3. Jimmy's got to lean in. Like I mentioned, he works in the middle of the floor where it's hard to send a double team. But Harden likes to draw fouls. Be careful. Harden flipping it up. This game from the Dubs. At a 4-point margin with 9:03 left.
Back screens. They're switching a lot, though, still.
Draymond out of it. Draymond Butler with Podziemski and GP2. Shot clock down to 5. Bogdanovich jumper.
Second chance points, 14-2 now. That's the biggest deficit.
And 4th, that offensive rebound there. And you just said it, Kay. 14 to...
It's massive, man. But Jimmy Butler has played 35 minutes, and the assists are impressive as well.
2. Step back 3. And
so good at finding the contact. Him and Jamal Crawford. And that's what he's looking for. Draw as many fouls as possible. They turned the ball over. They got to stop it. He had 5 turnovers in that game. There's 1 turnovers again tonight.
And then the seats for next season, all the Warrior perks like Warrior Shop discount. Highest expected point total for any play in the NBA is fouling. Snap with a step back 3, and that's got the crowd buzzing. And Steph Curry's here. Kawhi going to work. Fading, firing. Demski right down the lane. It's not Zubac. Doing a playoff game or a playoff series. 16.
This is going to be another clutch game. You can feel it. So every free throw here is a poor Butler got here.
Kawhi Leonard with friends down 4. Curry to the rim to lay it in. Absolute crunch time. The Clippers 2-point lead to the ball. To Powell, didn't want that 3. Down the lane to flip it up and in. Steph hiding behind Looney. Chris Dunn all over Curry. And he finds
against him. That's what Steph is thinking.
Steph down the lane. Teardrop. 58% from the field. Steph now with 22.
Watch out for them attacking the middle. There's a double.
Dunn gonna shoot it. He is, but Clipper teammates have answered the bell. The handle. GP2 batted it back out. Pajemski triple. Back out to Powell. The shot clock at 8. Reset of the shot clock that never hit iron. Zubac to beat the buzzer. Zubac with a rebound. 4 minutes. Harden, stop, goes. Zubac flips it.
And everything. That's how Kawhi ends up on Steph.
Got him again. Shot clock at 7. Relocate 3. It's a steal. Still got the ball back. 2 men jumping. Steph.
Forget about me. I can get some steals, ball pressure. No, they're trying to attack the middle of Steph. Makes the first zone. So Steph anticipated that, jumped that pass, caught him off thumb.
Most other guys wouldn't even have played.
Oh, that's what I say.
2 lead changes. And a 2-point Warrior advantage at the 3. Pass to Powell. Powell driving the baseline, laying it up and in.
That long skip pass means a long closeout. He's attacking that.
And on Zubac. Steph with Harden up and into him.
Rest on that goatee. He's moving so fast. Out team Steph isn't going to cut it.
3 free
on Steph and shoot around. You walk through it. You have someone off and run around, but man, you can't simulate what he does.
It on a Sunday afternoon.
And Chase Center answered the bell.
Butler went for that steal. Powell caught it. Powell lobbing. Wanted the 3. He'll step inside the line and launch the deep.
It felt like a couple possessions since they found him. They finally found him.
Staff and GP2 up top. Curry 3. Play aggressively. Harden on the drive. Flipping it up and in. GP2. They're looking for a Curry relocate. Kawhi's right with them. Shot clock at 1. Brandon's got to launch something. And this is when they go to the Terminator. Kawhi on Butler. They double him to get the ball out of his hands. Dunn is the open shooter. And 10.6 left. 3. Leonard's going to rise up for the win. But today, the defense there. Harden corner 3. And then GP2. Now GP2 on Kawhi. Harden for 3. And you hit Kawhi. He switches on to Steph. Draymond corner 3. And the Clippers a 3-point lead in the ball. Knocked down to 5. They're standing at Chase Center. Harden down the lane, and he will go 4 of 5 from the line. And drop.
Until since the beginning of overtime.
Butler at 35 years of age. And 8. So 2-possession game. Out to Butler with the shot clock at 9. Curry throws around for 3.
Pump fake those. Like fake low to go high and vice versa.
Harden getting around GP2 down the lane. How quickly are you shooting?
Well, you got good look.
Butler on the back door. Butler to lay it in.
Take their time and still get the 2 for 1.
So Dunn handling with Kawhi driving down the lane. He went up and got nothing. So now there's a 2-second difference. All the way to the end. And there's the foul.
Been in.
Not a lot of great choices to foul. They put Bog, go for the steal, and Kawhi. They foul. Buddy, three. Missed everything. Harden with the Y. Offsetting 36 from Curry and 30 for out of timeouts.
At home, you missed on this opportunity. Now you're going to be
Clippers for as well as they played. Steph from three-quarter court, and that will do it. But can they get there? They play Memphis in a play-in.